Brandon here. Time for more Brandon's Boy Problems. I've officially lived in New York City for over a year now. It's gone by really fast. Like, I did not expect it to go this fast. So the whole year has just been a whirlwind. But maybe that is what I needed in life, just to get to a big city. That time does move fast again, because I just felt like I was wasting my life feeling trapped in my hometown. And moving to New York, honestly, is one of my greatest accomplishments ever. Like, I dreamed of like living in New York City since I was like small little gay boy, like trapped in a small town. I always longed for like big city life where I can pursue my dreams of like acting and dating and just have a better thriving life. And yes, I've lived in other cities before, but New York has always been like the ultimate city, like worldwide. New York City is New York City. It's like the biggest city in the world. It may not be physically or like population wise, but like everyone knows New York City. It sets the tone of like TV, culture, film, entertainment, etc., etc. Like, the world revolves around New York City. Maybe there's me being a delusional American, but New York City is culturally important worldwide. So I've just always longed to be in New York City, and it's not necessarily been what I had hoped it would be. But even before I moved here, I just said like, okay, let me give it a year. Let me just see how it goes, because it's like New York is known to be ridiculously expensive. It's known to be hard living here, and honestly, it is not easy living here. Like, I'm definitely happier than I was trapped in my hometown, but it's also like, it's not easy. Like, it's been hard. Like, just the fact, like, I've gotten a lot of great career opportunities here. So I think that's been like the number one, like getting to work at different companies, work different events that I never get to work anywhere else. Like, that's been definitely the best part of living in New York City. Downside is, and I do make more money, so that is good, because, I mean, it is a higher cost of living, so luckily jobs do pay a little more most of the time than usual, like, elsewhere. But, yeah, the dating is not what I thought it was going to be. I, like, had high hopes, especially since my first week here. I got, like, 2 dates in the first week, and it's just been, like, downhill ever since. And, like, I've had some good dates, I've had a lot of awful dates. I've had a lot of just one-off dates and never saw them again. I've had some dates where I saw them again, but just wasn't that into them. But it really hasn't been anyone in this city that I was like, this is my man. Like, I had some potential, but then it like quickly fizzled after like one encounter where guys were just like in some toxic, weird situations, like green card marriages, living with their exes, like, I don't even know what the truth was. They could have been the one with the green card marriage, or they could have been the one like refusing to move out of their ex's place and lying. So it's been rough, but I kind of knew that before moving in, because a lot of my friends that were already living here were like bitter and jaded against dating. But I was like, whatever, I'm optimistic, I'm gonna be different. And honestly, it's not easy to get a date here. And again, it's like the biggest city in the country. There's lots of gay men here, but it's not necessarily like gay men my type. And I don't even feel like I'm being too picky. It's like the guys that like message me I'm not into, I'm just not attracted. And it's just kind of like, I don't have it in me to fake it. And it is like, rarely is a guy like online and then they're really hot in person. Like, that is rare. So I just kind of feel like if there's no like spark or interest, like, why am I wasting my time? If I know like I want a relationship, or if I know I want something serious, it's like, I'm not going to just like give everyone a chance. Even though normally, like in the past, I've always been like, okay, if you ask me out, I'm going. Like, it's just a night out, it's a fun experience, time to just get dressed up, get out the house. So sometimes I am kind of like that, but it's like, no, there has to be like some like attraction or interest. I can't just go out with anybody. But yeah, dating's been rough. Even hooking up's like not even easy here. It's like there's guys everywhere, but it's like, I'm not just looking for like random hookups and like meaningless sex. It's like, I want to actually be interested, attracted. And maybe my type is doing me a disservice. Maybe New York is not a bear city. There is only like one real bear bar. But yeah, the guys maybe are just too skinny, too ugly, not my type. I'm just not. And even the bears, I'm just like, ugh, not attracted. And there's everyone's like open relationships or living with their exes and toxic situations, or just not ready to date. And most people just assume like people in New York aren't ready to settle down because there's so many options. But it's like, it really doesn't even feel like there's that many options, at least not to me. I'm like, ugh, like, even paying for all these dating apps, like I can see like filter it out to see like exactly my type, and I'm like, there's barely anyone here in this radius that meets like the age, height, weight, sex position standard and then be attractive. And then it's like there's lots of faceless profiles and DL people and stuff, and I'm like, I'm not trying to date them. Like, I'm 34. I want someone that's like confident in their sexuality. I want someone out of the closet. I want someone that knows what they want. Like, I don't want to have to teach a guy how to be gay or come out. Like, I don't have time for that. Like, I'm too old for that. Like, I want like an openly gay man. And it's like, even now, it's like traveling, I'm feeling like I'm meeting better guys than I meet in New York. And maybe it's just the grass is always greener on the other side, but it's just New York dating is awful. Financially is also hard being here too. It's just like everything is more expensive, and I mean, not everyone in New York clearly is like wealthy. Like, people make it work with like not being wealthy. Like, it's just, it is a hard city to survive, and that's also a big reason why I think people aren't dating, because they're worried about working a billion jobs. They're trying to pay all the bills. So it's like, you're not actually putting in the effort to date, because it's like that's extra money when you're trying to like pay all your bills. So you don't have money to go out to eat or go out for the night or spend money on drinks on like a random Tuesday. Like, so that also is a big deterrent for dating. I know that's like big because like whenever I get asked out by another actor, they're always like flaky or like don't have any money. So I'm just kind of like, ugh, like. So yeah, it's just been a rough, wild ride. Like, I'm proud of myself for moving to New York City, but it also was just not what I was hoping. And I also was like torn, like, do I even want to stay here for another year? But I just feel like 1 year doesn't feel like enough. I remember my like old roommate's girlfriend said like you have to give it at least 3 years to like really truly know, because like your first year you're just like exploring, and like it is so true, because like there's still so many parts of the city and the different boroughs I've never been to, never experienced, never stepped foot in. There's so many like things I've not seen yet and experienced in New York City, and there's endless restaurants to check out. There's still so many gay bars I haven't checked out. So I'm still optimistic. Like, there again, maybe I just haven't walked into the right club to meet my Mr. Perfect, but there's just like a lot I haven't seen or done in New York yet. So I don't think I'm ready for my New York journey to be over, and I do want to give it more time before I fully give up. But it is hard to feel like this city truly is for me when it's just dating is awful, and I just need to be somewhere where I feel like I can date and hook up and feel desired by guys. Even making friends has been really hard. Like, I feel like my only friends I have in New York are usually like mainly people I knew before I moved here. So it isn't like I haven't really made any like truly new friends I didn't know before I moved here. And it's just hard to make other friends because people are just so wrapped up in themselves. And I do feel like New Yorkers always have main character energy. Like, I'm in New York, so I'm better than you. But it's like, bitch, we all live in New York. Like, we all can't be better than everyone. But I do feel like I have that problem too. Like, I think I'm better than everyone. But it is just an annoying part of being in New York City. Like, everyone thinks they have main character energy, and there's people are so into themselves, and it is really hard to genuinely, truly make friends. But I see other people that found love or in couples, and it gives me hope that they could do it and found a boyfriend here. Maybe I can too. And again, it's not just about being a boyfriend. Like, financially, like, moving here has completely ruined all of my financial progress I ever made before moving here. So that's a downside of living in New York. Dating is awful. Trying to make friends is awful. Lots of great food, lots of great gay clubs. You can go out late at night. I love not having a car. I love being only one state away from my family, so I can just hop on Amtrak and go visit my parents and just get away from the city whenever I want. I love being in the Northeast where I can take Amtrak, like DC, Baltimore, Philly, Delaware, Northeast, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts. Like, I like just being in the Northeast. I'm from the Northeast, so I do feel like I'm happiest living in the Northeast, especially during these like political times. Like, I definitely feel safer living in a liberal state as opposed to a red one, even though my home state of Pennsylvania went to Trump. So not even sure how safe it is there, but it definitely feels safer in the Northeast than outside the Northeast. So overall, yes, New York City is not perfect, and it's not as happy as I guess I thought I would be, or like things aren't going necessarily as I thought I'd be, since I'm even struggling getting acting roles. Even trying to book roles in extra has been a struggle. Like, I never struggled like this in Atlanta, but the industry is in a different place. There's way less stuff being filmed than there was like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 7 years ago when I was in Atlanta. That was like peak streaming was coming out, so it is just a different time. So overall, I definitely have been torn about wanting to continue this New York journey, but I do think overall that I would rather give it another year than give up, because you never know what could happen in a year, and hopefully a year from now things will have improved with the dating, romance, even acting career and finances. So I'm proud to be a New Yorker, even though it's definitely not been an easy journey. So thanks for joining for this episode of Branden's Boy Problems.